Yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to continue the tailoring process what we discussed. Yesterday we talked about why we need tailoring the processes and project management governance and areas and what to do as part of tailoring. Today we're going to talk about tailoring process and what are the steps involved in tailoring process. So let's start the video. This particular picture exactly talks about the steps available for tailoring process. So there are four steps is given by PMBOK 7. The first step is selecting initial development approach. Right, choose the development approach best suited for the project, and then tailor for organization. Modify based on the organization modification. Right, organization may have own approaches, it may have its own PMO and governance mechanism in place. So accordingly, you can tailor. Then tailor for project. Adjust based on the size, criticality, and other project factors. Right. After tailoring for project, you can go for implementing ongoing improvement. So you can use many mechanisms for inspect and adopt, and you can go for continuous improvement. So these are the four steps in tailoring the processes as part of project management principles. Let's get into each one in detail. The first step of this tailoring process is select initial development approach. The project team apply their knowledge of the product, delivery cadence, and the awareness of available options for selecting the initial development approach. Right? They can use a suitability filter, combining the assessment with the combining the assessment. So generally, a team can start with an assessment of the project with their available data. So based on the assessment and combining the other factors, team can select the development approach either to go for predictive, adaptive, or hybrid models. It depends on the nature of the project you are in. Right. The next step is tailoring for the organization. So once you decided on the initial development approach, then you can look at organizational factors and align to that actually. So many organizations may have its own project methodology. It has its own general management approach, general development approach, established process governance. Right, it may have its own culture as well. Right, so tailoring should align to this. Right, and then there may be additional constraint like large safety critical projects and a project performed under contract. Right, safety critical projects may go for additional inspections. Right, the project performed under contract may have contract terms and conditions. So you need to align to that as well. And a PMO kind of establishment, or project management office, a program management office, or in an agile method we call it as a value delivery office. PMO or VDO can review the tailored approach. Right, so finally, alignment of the project, the suitability and the tailoring need to be approved by PMO or VDO as per the organization processes. Right, this particular picture talks about there is general management, general development approach, gates, organization methodology for small projects and large projects, and then you can tailor that at project level. There's a general guidelines, environmental factors, organization assets, methods, templates, and artifacts also being part of an input, playing inputs to this way of analyzing and tailoring your step-by-step processes. Right, the third step is the tailor for the project. Right, once you decided the initial development approach and then you tailor it for your organization, and then you have to tailor further. It's a fine tuning based on your internal environment. Right, what are our internal environment? The many attributes that influencing the tailoring of the project is the product, project team, and culture. So what are the attributes in product and deliverable? The compliance and criticality, type of the product, the deliverable you are going to do that, industry you are in, market in which you are playing, the technology, time frame, the stability of requirements, security, and incremental delivery. Right. So these are the different attributes based on which you can tailor your project. Right. So all these criticality will define whether you want to go for incremental delivery or predictable. What is the predictability you need? Type of the product also defined, type of the technology also will define, right? The project team, right? The next is the project team, the team size, the size of the team also makes, you need to tailor according to that, right? The geography of locations of the team. It's a co-located team or a virtual team. Organization distributed, how distributed the organization, right? How many offices you have in, and across the world, global locations. We can tailor our project according to that. Experience of the team members, access to the customers. Although, based on this, you can decide, you can tailor a project, right? And the culture, the final attribute in tailoring for a project is a culture, right? Whether the buy-in is there with the team is has a buy-in, your leadership has a buy-in. Do you have a trust with their employees? Employees having a trust with the organization, the leaders, the empowerment, the team is adequately empowered. What is the culture of the organization? So these things, these are the attributes you can influence the tailor for the particular project. You can, remove processes, you can add processes, you can blend the processes according to the project, right? The final step is the implementing the ongoing improvement. What are the ways you can going for, implementing an ongoing improvement? There are 5 steps, 5 areas you can look at it. Phase gate reviews in case of predictive methodologies, right? You can go for, every phase. Whenever you start with the requirement, you can go for a sign off, you can review that, and you can adopt that, and you can go for design phase, you can implement that according to that. You can go for milestone based lessons learned meetings, right? Lessons learned meeting will give you a lot of feedback to you. You can do a cause and analysis, either you can use the fiber analysis or, fish bone analysis. That also will help you. You can do the parrot analysis as well, right? That will help you for ongoing improvement. Retrospectives in terms of agile, and continuous deliveries, inspect and adopt is useful for, right? So these are the ways and means in which you can implement, ongoing improvement. So nowadays, if you take any approaches in today's context, either is a lean, a safe, or agile, scrum, or even, traditional approaches, inspect and adopt, it's part and parcel of the anyone's life, right? So these are the 4 steps a project manager can look at tailoring, right? It's a project manager will get a structural thinking, they will get a structured way of looking at it, how they want to tailor that, approaches, the moment the project manager assigned through a project charter, right? So the project manager, along with the team, he can go through the step-by-step process, selecting the right approach, initial approaches, tailoring for the organization, tailoring for the project. During this time, you can change your approach as well, and then you go for ongoing improvement. So these are the 4 steps. It helps you for tailoring the project management approach and processes for you. So with that, we have come to the end of this presentation or video. So thanks for listening. Please put your comments. What are the other videos you would like to listen? And I would like to happy to share my knowledge in project management, agile, and leadership in and data science areas, right? So thanks for listening. See you. Bye bye. Tomorrow. Bye bye.